Olá, bom dia.
O MC, bom dia. Fez livrinho?
Bom dia, disse. O quê? Qual é o problema? Não percebi.
Qual é o navio?
O navio?
É com o MC? Não dá para trabalhar.
Navio MSC Virtuosa.
Sim. Lindo, está mal.
Obrigado. Onde está o Filipe? A filha do Filipe? Não sei. Ok. Olá!
Estás fixe?
Sim, meio peixe hoje.
Meio peixe, meio peixe.
Meio peixe.
Roberto Tuk-Tuk, Sidney, anda aqui na quinada do Tuk-Tuk.
Ou pelo menos vamos saber. Bom dia.
Bom dia.
Bem.
Olha, somos nós e a Rafaela.
Rafaela, pois.
Já vamos fazer a rota 1, já sabes como é que é. Só vem lugar no spa, paramos, senão vamos à Estrela.
É. Rota 1 é seu.
Vamos ao bote primeiro.
Por um monte de coisa.
Queres café? Eu tirei para ti.
Não quero café, mas agora eu vou buscar uma cola.
Olha, bora só vir só para dizer uma coisa à Rafaela que eu esqueci de dizer. Vai,
Tá.
vai, tu sabes.
Olá. Ahora. Ah. Bom dia.
Sombra também. Bom dia, tudo bem?
Até agora, ninguém mordeu-me, tudo bem. Você é a Rafaela, não?
Aline.
Aline, então não é a Rafaela.
Vou pro sol.
Sim. Bom dia.
Yeah, okay. Não pode ser sempre lá na torta. Antes da casa da Maria. Yeah. Não te preocupes, we'll take care of you também assim. Por isso vai ficar bem costa. Tipo, yeah, isto era o preço no site. Tipo, yeah, foi no metro.
Gosto de chegar à busca. Ah,
Mas anyway. Está tudo a fazer a fotozinha.
isto é um parque italiano.
Ai, não me diga.
Já disse ele, não vai ser italiano.
Todos só falamos inglês. Vinha o Daniel em frente de mim. Eu ia fazer agora de manhã a sardinha, só que a sardinha era às 10 e este era para estar cá às 9 e um quarto. Aí a mãe do Daniel estava a se sentir mal, marcou uma consulta hoje de manhã para ele levar à consulta antes do tour, tinha que ser uma semana mais tarde. É aqueles ecóticos.
Tem um número à frente. Eu acho que é um tal aquele chaval que eu estava queria só ir lá, só para saber. Olha, a Rafaela vem em segundo porque ela não tem suporte no telemóvel. Tá bem? Essa fica colada a mim.
Está bem.
Também vou. Também vou.
Eu não tenho certeza se
Mas eu não gosto do cana verde, eu gosto do outro. É mais barato, sabes?
O cachacheiro.
As mesas cor-de-rosa. O cachacheiro é mais barato e é melhor. E o cana verde, sabes o que é que eu não gosto de cana verde? Eles estão sempre aos berros, meu. Chateia-me bué, meu. Tem um gajo que parece estar sempre em coca. É pá, mas está um gajo que está sempre em coca, tipo com piadas. Foda-se.
Apareceu lá
Chateia-me
às
bué.
10 da noite, ele foi tudo arrumado.
Chateia-me bué,
Eu
meu.
estava a arrumar, tipo, a tirar as coisas da frente da malta. Bora, pá, não, isto não é por mim, eu não estou a chatear por mim, é por causa do chefe. Mas olha,
Tu
está
não
tudo
dizes
bem, toma,
nada, eu
pumba,
falo
pumba, pumba.
sozinho.
Aí, cena.
a tarde começa a que horas?
Ah, mas tem graça.
Mas às vezes o alarme lá no cana verde começa a tocar. Já que eu estou para
Ah, pois. Pois.
Epá, eu gosto daquilo também. Mas o outro é mais barato.
É.
E eu comi no outro dia, Meg. Aí ia sair de lá a rolar. Estão a perceber? Comi uma perna de peru.
Eu prefiro o outro, obrigado.
Pô, eu não sabia onde é que havia de enfiar a comida.
Tamo aí.
El comandante, não vai lá sem mim, tá bem? Oh, Bill, my friend, how you doing? Good,
Oh, good, good.
very good. Lisboa,
Lisboa, very
cidade
good.
boa.
Today we have Italians. Yeah, I guess the ship have mostly Italian, I guess. The problem is there is no good tips. They give no good tips. Maybe you will get, I don't know. Anyways.
The good things, then we already have two tours.
Yeah,
We have a little money. It's good for today.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be stressed to go fish. Because sometimes when you try to fish,
yeah, sometimes not, yeah.
yeah, maybe you get, no fish. But it's good. No problem. For me, I always do my job with love, The sun is good. I see Mr. João.
I have, come to the camera.
Yeah. Oh.
I want to I have to check if the live stream is still working. And then let's talk about a thing. I have a question to you.
Yeah. Where is your people?
My people, my yeah. Hello.
Bom dia.
Bom dia. So let me see. Yeah, live stream is working. Good.
Hello guys, I'm back again. You guys
Hey.
gonna see my face a lot. You
Yeah.
already know. Good morning. We're here in Lisbon with Mr. João.
That is
Big man.
Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, I have a question to Terry. Terry is from Cabo Verde, so he speaks native Portuguese.
Yeah.
And the Portuguese have one special word. I'm a bit confused. If something is working very well, or something they like, they say something like fish.
Yes.
The thing is, fish for my, it's the fish on the sea. Why the Portuguese say fish?
Why Portuguese say fish? Let me think like something. Because fish is fish.
Man, okay, Ismael.
You know what I'm saying? Fish is fish. You know, seafood is not fish to eat fish.
Okay.
It's not fish to eat the lobster.
Means the fish means the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not fish to swimming in the sea.
But to be seriously, what means the fish in Portuguese? When someone say fish, it's
Fish?
written different. It was a X, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Where it came from? What is the meaning of the word? You know?
The meaning of fish
Yeah.
is like something that is cool. But
Yeah, but
why?
you-
How it came? I think.
Good question. I catch them.
Catch me like a fish. No, I'm the fish.
Don't worry. So we have to ask. We make a series and ask anyone
Yeah.
where it came from. they say fish. They're writing also different. They're writing F-I-X and A.
Yeah.
So yeah, fish. It means cool or great or
Nice.
nice, something like that. But so I'm always confused because I'm very trained in English. So when I hear fish, I always think on the fish. Why they say fish? If this is an old fish, then it smells terrible. Why? So I hope this is a fresh fish. So that's a stupid problem I have. So, so he's a good guy.
This man very funny. You guys will have a very, very, very nice time with this gentleman around the world. Don't worry. Just take your time. We coming. You know, great things take time. So take your time. Be safe.
So, okay, thank you. Obrigado.
My pleasure. Fish.
Fish. Fish.
Apesar de ficar mais um bocadinho a dormir, eu acho que acordar antes das 8 para mim é contra a natura.
É difícil.
É
Eu
contra a
concordo.
natura.
Contra a
Acordar antes
natura.
das 8 é contra a natura.
Devia ser proibido.
Enfim, vocês lá no Brasil, vocês madrugam todos com as galinhas?
Acorda cedo.
É verdade?
É verdade.
Você
dia
concorda com ela?
começa cedo,
Ela disse que
realmente.
acordar antes das 8 é contra a natura.
Para mim, contra a minha natura.
Sabes que é uma coisa está mal pensado.
Mas olha, os Almeida acordam com as galinhas também.
Você é do Douro. Você é do Douro.
Porto.
Vê lá, do Douro. Da zona do Douro. Onde a malta acorda bem cedo.
Onde acorda bem cedo para trabalhar na agricultura, não é?
Não é só na agricultura. Aquilo aí é toda a malta acorda bem cedo, vem de manhã é que se começa o dia.
Sim,
Minha
Mas,
bela.
mas sabes que nosso horário em Portugal está errado.
Não, tem que
Normalmente
acordar
nós
cedo
devia
com
ter mais uma hora
calor
cedo.
descomunal,
É.
se tudo
Cedo, mais cedo.
Se tu não
Sim,
acordares
agora,
cedo, tudo correto,
agora
desculpa,
são
entendeu?
quantas horas são? São
Você tem que acordar de manhã.
Meia, quase.
Mas
sim,
tem que ser
9h20,
6 da manhã.
9h30.
Quando o sol
Pronto,
se-
normalmente o horário certo era 8h30.
Está laranja. É a
Por
única
causa
hora que você
do
pode
concentração do sol. É só que queriam ficar um pouco mais. Mas não estamos nós.
Mas sabes o quê? Nós temos o hábito
Nós não estamos.
de
Quer dizer, nós não estamos certos. Mas quem começou com isso é a Espanha e a França. A França também devia ter horário da Inglaterra e nós talvez mais uma cedo.
Está seguindo,
não tem
né?
persianas,
Pois.
portanto tem só cortinas e dizem assim, eu por acaso houve uma altura que no não, mas depois habituei-me. Na Alemanha, por exemplo, não há persianas, fecha só as cortinas.
Não há persianas? Qual que tu estás a dizer?
Persianas.
Claro, né?
Não há persianas. Os to...
De todo lado.
Pronto, ou então tens...
A cultura.
Agora não. Não,
Eu sei no Reino Unido não existe stores, não existe persianas. Cortinas. E digo mais saudável, porquê? Porque é o mais natural. Natural. E mas eu disse nisso, porque acaba natural.
Verdade.
Você fica com o escuro.
Sempre. Eu fico com escuro, eu fecho tudo.
Eu não fecho,
Tu não
fecho tudo.
fechas.
Olha, não. No Brasil vocês também fecham os stores.
No Brasil não tem calor, se cuidar a história.
Tem.
Não,
De
não
onde
tem,
eu
não.
vim, tem.
Frio?
Como é que você tá?
Calor.
Tudo bem, tudo bem.
Tem.
Que não tem frio.
Olá,
Mas não é assim muito
Bom
frio.
dia, desculpa o atraso aí.
Já é calor, sempre calor.
É.
Roberto,
calma aí.
eu não sei se o meu grupo é esse, cara. Cola. Ó, cheguei, ó.
Estás com o Pedro, não estás?
Ali, Magno, ali. Malandro.
Onde é que está o sítio?
Nós viramos logo no de baixo, para cima, está de dono, sério.
Se te enganar, já vamos com a raquete.
Se enganar, há uma bolinha.
Isto é
Isso é uma corrida. Por acaso isso era uma ideia quando...
Os tuk-tuks são milagrosos. Eu sei que eles chegam aqui e levantam sempre.
Aquilo pesa é como... O pesa é como o caralho, com aquelas baterias, aquilo para levantar aquela porra.
Yeah.
Deve ter um peso.
E, pá, eu tinha sempre a ideia que aquele dia que não podia andar bem, eu faço chamamos em alemão, chamamos rollator, que tem assim, tem uma mão e 4 rodas para andar.
Andarilho.
Andarilho.
Chama andarilho.
Como chama aquilo agora?
Andarilho.
Andarilho, pois.
Há uns com rodas e outros sem rodas. Hello. Yeah, let's do that, okay?
Come with me. So, I will ask you something. You sit facing each other and then some point to change. Yeah? Mind your head. Your head one. My name is Philip.
Morning.
Good morning. You can sit here, mind your head.
Morning, how many are you?
Countless times I saw this happening, including this video. So, my name is Philip, nice to meet you. It's your first time in Lisbon? Yeah, mine too. So, I will, yes. Give me just a second, I need to confirm if I'm going to have the big or the smaller car. Just a second. You can give me...
Hello, how many are you? 2.
You can go with my colleague.
Hello. So please come. We recommend to see it face to face to be more equal to each one. Yeah? And you can change to each one. Sure. You're welcome.
So Nicola and Nigel, Tina and Tony.
Oh, take care of your head. Oh, maybe I said it too late, right? So. So, oh, for years here. So I will be your driver. So I have a few questions to fit the tour like your expectations. So where do you come from?
We're English.
All of you? Ah, great. This is very great. So, and do you like history? Yes. Okay. Okay. I can.
Not too many churches.
Not about churches.
Not too many churches.
We will pass a few.
No, I'm joking.
The thing is, we have a curious history, and we are also one of the older countries in Europe, like the English too, and we have a special relation with England. And there's also one curiously, every time when Portugal helps someone, get bigger, get stronger, and get more capable. So that we have a lot of parts in our history. I will mention it. And some of these parts we get stronger is related with England. So our nation was built in a war, fighting against the Moorish, against the Islam who came in the 7th century to the Peninsula Iberia, and we get a lot of help from Crusaders. So, and the nation where everything started was the nation Leon, which was located in northern West Spain. And there was a crown prince, and in that time the princes fighting on the front line, and he arrived to the city of Porto, and then he decided to make his own country. It's a bit curious why the crown prince decided to make an own country, so he became a king of a smaller country without his opinion. So there settled some people in the country before in Leon from the north, Celtic from maybe Ireland or Scotland or Wales, and that was made our language in the 4th century, mixed up with the Latin, makes the Portuguese. So when he arrived to the Porto, he found another tribe who was taken from the Romans and then from the Moorish, the Lusitanians. We know about them because the Roman shared us. The Lusitanians live in between the two big rivers. One ends here and the other ends in Porto. So we are really sure that the Lusitanians are not Celtic, but by excavation we found out they have Celtic artifacts, like masks with horns, like they have also similar things like the Stonehenge circles to find out which day, which month you are on the year to make your land work. So and they have also one ornament that is only found by the Celtic, which is a circle that's narrow. So maybe the idea of the prince was to join the Celtic with the Celtic own country, because in his time period they hadn't their own country. So then the baby needs a name, and the old name of Porto was Portus Cale. And Portus is Latin, it's harbor, and there's a harbor. And for Cale, there's a lot of theories. And one of the theories which fits in my idea came from the Celtic and means mountain, and the old Porto was on two mountains. So, okay, we fight and we change the colors, we gain our own country, and there was still a lot of crusaders come all over the world, but the biggest amount of crusaders came from England. And that's why when our king arrived 12 years later to Lisbon, take the castle from the Moorish, he named it like the King of England. The King of England at that time was George I. But it called not like a king, because the kings have the prefix Dom in Portuguese. They called it like a saint. That's why it called São Jorge. So we were very thankful. So at first we was thankful, and then we have a special point on history. You maybe never heard about the Convent of Christ, the monks of Christ. Never heard, right? But it's completely natural. They're a few years, but and they're only here in Portugal. But the heritage, maybe you will notice. The heritage of the Convent of Christ are the Templar Knights. On the holy sites, even in the Middle East and in Europe, protected also the roots for. And I was the only one who had the permission to lend money. In the Middle Ages, it was not Christian to lend, but they had, because the struggle need some money, could ask by the pilgrim. But you can notice, if you're the only bank in Europe, you get rich like stupid. And they became rich like stupid. And that noticed a king. So we have a historically similar experience with one country, the Portuguese and the English. We have a special feelings about the French. This king was Philip IV of France, called the Beauty. He asked for money by the Templar Knights, because the king given by God at the time, the Templar Knights give them money. But then he asked again, and again. Templar Knights give. But one time the Templar Knights say, no. And then this king go to the Pope and pretend that the Templar Knights are, and talked about them, so they have to flee all over Europe.
They collect your tickets. 2 and 3 and 4. Thank you.
So, they have to flee Europe, and where they could come to Portugal. And of course, you know, Portugal is a Catholic country. Back then, even more, any country was Catholic. So the king had to follow the Pope somehow. And what the king did, open a new convent, the convent of Christ, put all the Templar Knights inside, so the Templar Knights disappear. But they even took their sign with them, which is the red cross, the thick endings. You have to change a bit, put the white cross inside. So now it comes. They have to flee in the year 1307. 10 years later, the first and oldest navy was the Portuguese. 1317. And then our friends, the English, needs help, because the most populated country wants to take over. The most populated country of Europe want to take over England, and that was France with 14 million people. England, after the Black Death, just 6.5. They want to come over, and the English asked for help, and we came with the only navy. So the French had even not a chance to put 1 foot on English ground, and both learned, okay, navy could be capable. So means England help us, we help England, but then this same king wanted a revanche. They joined with the most populated country in the Peninsula area, which was Castilla, with 7 million. And Portugal at that time, we had not even 1 million. And they have professional forces, a really army. In Portugal, we had a navy, but not an army. We just asked for help by the English. The English came with the famous longbow knights. And about 100 kilometers from here, in Aljubarrota, this joint forces of Castilian and French came over. We had time to prepare the place. And they came over, and a lot of French died in the preparation of the places. Who was left was the Castilians. The Castilians began to fight with the Portuguese. After hours, the battle turns for the Portuguese. And there was not soldiers, there was women and men fighting. The Castilians began to run. And there was a woman, a bakery woman with a bakery shovel. And she had 6 fingers every hand. And she killed 7 Castilians on the run. So we have victim that is written even by English historians. And when you think about 6 fingers, I asked a medicine doctor, and he said to me that is the second most common misbuilding of babies. And it's very small fingers, sometimes even with bones, but always without function. So they cut it off after birth. So in the Middle Ages, they didn't, because it is a risk to cut something off, and also it's given by God, so they didn't. See, you read. Yeah, okay. So again, England helped us in the time of the Crusaders. Then we helped England against French, and then England helped us again. So we decided to make an alliance. The oldest alliance between 2 countries, between Portugal and England, since 1384, still in for one hour. We make the old since 1384. Yes. Windsor. So
Winter.
yeah, you have always, the thing is in England, we have a lot of civil wars, and you have always to say the year or the century. And the treaties of England, you have mostly of them called Windsor. That's why you have to write always when you're searching for the year, and then 1384, and then you get to the right one. So yes, and it's still in force. So that is the reason why we was also founder of the NATO. That's why we joined the First World War and lost a lot of people there in Belgium. And we also, even we had a dictator like Hitler, a fascist. Even we gave the Azores Island to England to protect supply routes against the submarines. So we have, even there's much more. Yeah, okay, let's go. Go. So we will start in a few seconds. Just so. Okay, now you know what is the special relationship. Everything I will say it on the tour. I have to scream a little bit, so so let's go.
Okay, so we'll go group of 4. This is our group. In the other room, one room, and then we have this room.
Somos 3. Tu não sabes onde estás?
Não, eu sou. Não faz.
So you see the Jesus statue there at the end. Maybe on the left, you see. And the Jesus statue it is a bit younger than the one in Brazil. But when you count from the head to the foundation of the beginning of the building, then it is 110 meters high, which makes us the highest statue in Europe and the 7th highest in the world.
Okay, guys, welcome to Tuk-Tuk. Sorry, portuguese. I drive from Porto here just to make this tour. So I did a lot of drugs.
Você é
Don't worry.
The river called Tejo. Tejo. Or in English is Tagus. River Tagus. Yeah, and that place is very huge, yes. But it narrows down when it goes more inland inside.
If I could cross it with the tuk-tuk. Probably don't allow you to. They don't allow, but some guys try it.
That is so funny.
It's easier to go than to come back. To come back, you have a toll.
And opening his arms to my city, to Lisbon. Can you see? Look, Jesus, he has an opinion.
No, Arabic. So they were like, Alfama? What? Alfama? Okay, I'll write Alfama.
So we dive now in the quarter called Alfama. And Alfama, it is the oldest part of Lisbon. But the word itself is not that old. It is Arabic, and the meaning of it is a lot of water fountains. And that was built very soon, even in a time carts and horses was not used, and that's why the streets are very narrow. One example is this on the right, you see? These steps, very narrow. And there's the whole quarter behind these houses, about 2-3 kilometers, like streets like that. You can just walk. And here on the right, after the building in the corner, there you see one of the water fountains. The building around this water fountain is the oldest one. Here we are on my right. And please look also up, there's a nice building on the top, which is, back then it was the bath, and now it is an Airbnb. So now I need your help. Please look on the houses on my right. You see now a titled house. Then you will see 2 white houses. And please don't lose the view on this row. Because there came a very important house there. One with titles, with blue titles, right? And then I think a green one, or a green, a yellow, a red, and then you see a house with peaks, with spikes. You see it? Okay, that is the Museum of Saramago, Nobel Prize winner of literature. But what is more important is when you go to the cellar, you found the foundations of the Phoenicians. And this foundations was dated in the year 1200 BC, which makes Lisbon the second oldest city of Europe, over 3,200 years old. Even older than Rome, only Athens. So you can see the house with spikes again here on my right. So we Portuguese have a complicated history like the English too, but we want to be simple that possible. That's why we call it a house with spikes, house with spikes, Casa dos Picos. That is the real name of it. So this part we are now, the quarter called Baixa, which means simply down. This is the down part of Lisbon. And this was reconstructed after 1755 because of an earthquake and a tsunami. So every house is quite new, but for one building, they're searching the stones after the tsunami all over the city, and it is this church, Nossa Conceição Velha, on my right. And why they took so much work for it? Because Vasco da Gama prayed there before he went to see the way to India.
So you had a tsunami, an earthquake,
Yeah.
offshore.
Yeah, here, yes.
When was that?
The 1st November 1755. And that changed the history even from all over Europe.
So this wave came all the way up the river?
Yeah, they came from the river. That is a good thing. means that the wave was even stronger maybe on the ocean, yeah? So yeah. So the wave flows over this part, and that is they destroyed everything. And please look on my left, you will notice that the house rows are more or less the same size. The distance between the windows are more or less the same, and also the floors are the same height, because it is built in a row. So, and the next we will see, it is important when you come home. When you come home and you found some guy from Lisbon, and maybe you will talk about Lisbon, maybe we will say the city is beautiful, maybe you say you have a nice tour guide, but he will come with a question when you are not in his tuk, you don't get it. He will ask you if you saw the Sant Antonio. And the Sant Antonio is one of the most important saints of the Catholic Church, the saint of the poor people and the lost things. And he gets this holy status in Padua, Italy, but he's born in Lisbon. And that's why for the Lisbon people, he's about everything about religion is Sant Antonio. And you will see in a few seconds on my left, the Sant Antonio Church, the house where he born, and also the statue of Sant Antonio. When you saw all of this, you can say you saw the Sant Antonio. On my left, the black statue, the house with the flowers is the house where he born, and the white church is the church of Sant Antonio. Sant Antonio went also in Lisbon to be priest, and he served in the cathedral, which is now here. The Cathedral of Lisbon on my right. And this one survived the earthquake and a tsunami incomplete. Only one pillar moved about 40 centimeters, but the roof didn't fall down. But since then, every time when it rains also inside. In the winter time, when it rains a lot, they have to have the most cleanest floor. And now I have to say sorry, because this place, this street, get a name for myself. I called it the Wild Horse Street, because it has so much bumpers. So be prepared.
What's the difference between a tram and a funicular then?
The funicular have a wire below the floor to push them up, and the trams they have the engine inside the car.
Electric engine, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So our street, I like to see, very wavy. So please look on my right. That is a mirador with a view to the harbor and also to the cruise liners. So we have a lot of hills. That's why we have a lot of miradores. And the next one is just in a few meters. The name of it is quite a bit poetical. It's called Portas do Sol, the doors to the sun. And you will notice that this name is well chosen, because when we enter to this viewpoint, we get sun. So there we are, the sun. And here on the place is also the original saint of Lisbon, which is not Saint Antonio, it is Saint Vincent. And please look what he have on the left hand, a ship and 2 crows on the ship. So here, please look on this wall. There's some modern art on my left here. You see it? On
So they made a siege, very common medieval technique. They made a siege around the walls for 70 weeks. And they, first time they failed, as I was telling you, I was 43. And they came again. And again, it was for the first time. So they gave the English like in 47, it's like a big army, they built the grounds, they can see, and after 70 weeks of starvation,
So the Portuguese are like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. When they're by feet, they are the most calm people you can find on the earth. But when they get a car under the butt, you get stupid, like a monster. So please look on the left, you see a tiny little house. It looks out of the place. That was built in the 6th century. That was the shape, how the houses look like before of the age of discoveries. Behind the bus station you see a modern art of cobblestones, a woman's face. So it gets shaky again. But everything have an end, and this street will have an end in a few seconds. It will change from the White Horse Street to the Massage Street. Just a second, we are still on the Wild Horse. Still. So there we are, the Massage Street.